Now we are live. Here we are.
We're live.
I already got a couple birthday messages from some friends, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. Michael from Downright Nerdy Podcast. He works nights because he does medical stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Says, hey guys, just wanted to say happy birthday in case I'm not able to make the premiere. So,
how nice.
Yeah, very nice. And then our friend in comics, Rod the Rican, just said happy birthday.
Aw.
So, thank you, Rod. Appreciate it, buddy. And now we're just going to wait for other people to come on in. Looks like we got a couple people coming in. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. What do you guys think of my sash? What do you think of this, right?
It's awesome.
My sister got me this nice sash. And then this crown is squeezing my head. I don't know how long I'll wear it, but it looks funny enough for right now. So it's just all about having fun tonight. I mean, that's all a birthday is, right?
It's a birthday.
That's right. That's right. What do you got here? What is this?
Oh, I dropped it. Hold on. I've got a thing to do the thing.
Thing to do the thing. What is it? Oh, I see.
Got a thing.
All right.
Do the thing.
Ready? Oh, they don't make noise. Mine broke. You're gonna poke my eye out.
This is the best gift on the planet.
Hey, Taylor's in here. What's going on, Taylor?
Taylor, maybe I wonder if I can make the honk noise because it doesn't make a honk noise.
Alex in the house. What's going on, Alex?
I don't have the diaphragm strength to make.
You can't. Can you honk while you do it? It's like a kazoo, right? Daryl, what's going on? You have to make the noise yourself. Daryl says so.
Oh, this is awesome! Oh shit! That's amazing.
That man's fit is lit.
His drip is
my
on
drip.
fire.
Autocorrect. I know where you're going, Ian. I got you. I'm right there with the autocorrect.
This is amazing.
Go take yours.
Happy birthday!
Go take your seat. To the couch, woman.
Oh, I dropped my thing.
Yeah, you don't get it anymore.
Oh. Happy birthday.
Done.
Happy birthday, party pooper.
Oh, so how's everybody's day been going, man? We just got back from Five Guys. Had to eat some burgers.
Yes, you cooked. You cooked tonight.
That is my version of cooking, yes.
Yeah, you cooked. You should drink.
Oh, no, she means fit. Get with the lingo, sir. Oh, my fit is lit.
We got new lingo. Ann is always ahead.
And in case you didn't know, I'm 40. I'm old. I don't know this stuff anymore. It's like a minute you turn 40, you automatically I automatically lose everything.
Is that what happened?
I can't. Let me move this over this way. I can't stay in tune with the kids anymore.
With the kids these days.
The kids these days.
Kids these days.
So, couple things here. My sister actually sent me this sash, this wonderful.
This is sweet ass sash.
Mocking sash.
Old as shit. She's been telling us that we are old as shit for like 15 years.
My sister's 10 years younger than me, so I will always be old
as shit
compared to her, right? But she did send a couple things that we're going to take a look at tonight. Okay?
Essentials.
So this book is a mind blower, if you will. 1980, Reflections of a Special Year. Everything that the price was in 1980. On the cover here, you could buy a brand new car for $7,500.
Oh wow!
In 1980, that was a 1980 top model vehicle.
How much?
For $7,500.
$7,500.
Now but I have to question it here because it says gas was $1.25. when I first started driving in 1996, I could fill up my tank for, it was like 90 cents a gallon, 95 cents.
89. But you know what? That was for the regular. Maybe they're referring to like the ultra premium gas prices.
Okay.
Because that would be in line with it.
Top baby names in 1980 is my middle name, Michael.
Michael.
Yes. So, well, we'll look a little bit more into that later on. Here,
reminiscing.
Also,
that's a bomb ass car.
My sister supplied me with a commodity that has been in high need lately, and that's a holy shit, your 40 toilet paper.
That's an essential item.
That's an essential item. This will get used. This will get used, whether it's mockingly or not.
I think we should put it in our guest bathroom whenever we have people over.
Which is never, so it'll be there for the next 5 years, but it'll get used.
It'll get used. That's right, we won't have to worry about it. That's amazing. Is it 2-ply?
No.
Dang, you couldn't even spring for the good? Holy shit, you're 40 toilet paper?
And then we have
just kidding, love you.
The 40th birthday game. Okay, now I was looking at this. This was made in 2016, so more than likely this covers eras from 1976 to 2016, because that would be 40 years. But still, that's a majority of my life. So this is a bunch of trivia, a bunch of brain teasers. I haven't.
Oh, that way you don't forget, because you're old now. So
exactly. I got to have stuff like this in that book to remind me that I'm old as dirt now. Officially old as dirt, because if you don't know, dirt starts aging at 40. Before that, it's just like mud. So, so now I am as old as dirt. So let's take a. I have not opened these yet. As you can see, they're still packaged up. Do you want to open one of these?
Sure.
Open one and start. Let's play a game. You guys can play in the chat if you will. Gretchen will read the questions aloud, and before I answer, I want to see what you guys answer in the chat as well.
We'll give it a minute before we answer.
Oh, see, that's sweet. Ann says, "Oh, your mom's here."
Hi, Mom.
Ann says 40 is the new 30, and I appreciate that.
That is because 30 was the new 20 when we turned 30.
Yeah, and so
that's because our generation are the trends.
When does that stop becoming like a thing? Like when you hit 80, it's like 80 is the new 70, and it's like, well, who cares? I'm fucking 70 then. It doesn't matter. I'm still old.
You know what? We should all be so lucky. All right.
Swan says hello.
Hi, Swanee.
Okay, so all right, so she's gonna read the question. I'm sure some of them are multiple choice.
Yeah, I think they're all like multiple choice.
Okay, so she'll read the question, and I want you guys to answer in the chat as well before I give out my answers. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, in which year of your life did these events occur? Jurassic Park was released, the first episode of The X-Files was broadcast, and the Branch Davidians were besieged in Waco, Texas.
Ooh.
Is it A, 1991, B, 1993, or C, 1995?
Okay. All right. So your choices of all of those three things happening in the same year.
The Jurassic Park movie, The X-Files first episode, the Branch Davidians in Waco. So
you got 1991, 1993, or 1995. Which of those 3 years did all of those happen in the same year?
I didn't never watch The X-Files. Did you watch The X-Files, didn't you?
I did watch The X-Files. I actually watched it on Fox 30, or maybe it was ABC 30.
Well, I don't even remember.
I think it was on Fox when it first premiered.
In Missouri?
In Missouri.
Okay.
Yeah. Swan says 19. Daryl and Swan both say 1993 question mark. That's. I think I'm right there with you actually. Okay.
The answer?
It's not 1991, and I know in my life in 1995 I had moved, but I was in the same neighborhood as my friends in 1993 to have gone seen Jurassic Park. So I'm going to say 1993.
That's correct. 1993.
There we go. So you have to base it all off of my life. See,
it's amazing how you had to relate that to where you were living and what friends you saw that movie with and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
That's really cool.
Poor Mike's in the house. What's going on, Mike?
Hi.
What's going on, man? Let's see here. Oh, we got a conversation going here. Jaquita and Todd both said 91. Todd, you were not 11 years old when Jurassic Park came out, man. You know this.
Well, Todd's 40 now too, so he's old as shit.
Daryl says, I remember how old I was when Jurassic Park came out because I couldn't see it.
My Uncle Dean, Lord rest his soul, actually took me to see Jurassic Park in the theaters, and I will never forget, like, having feelings about Jeff Goldblum sitting next to my giant bear uncle.
She had feelings about Jeff Goldblum.
It was so uncomfortable.
Todd says, I don't remember what happened yesterday, man. Hey, I was right there with you. I mean, yesterday was my 40th birthday, and
it's like it all started.
I don't remember what happened after 8 o'clock, and yeah. So, so what's the next one?
You want to read
let's do another one.
Okay. Okay. Boxer Floyd Mayweather reportedly earned around $300 million when he was 40 years old by coming out of retirement to defeat MMA star Conor McGregor. In which year did this fight occur?
This only happened a couple of years ago.
A, 2015, B, 2017, or C, 2019?
Okay. So I think...
These are very current.
I think it was almost 2000. I think it was 2017. Don't quote me on that. I'm going to wait for some other answers.
So what year did Floyd Mayweather, and he was 40 years old, came out of retirement to fight Conor McGregor?
Todd and Swan both say 2017. I'm on that same boat. I want to see if anybody else has any other answers.
I won't read the answer until you look at me and give me your guess.
Right.
I won't read the answer away because I mean, this isn't like a competition. We're just having a good time.
So Swan, Todd, Mike, and Ian all say 2017. So I'm right there with them.
I don't know who any of these people are.
So you remember Conor McGregor, the Irish guy who'd always walk around like this with the chest tattoo, and him and Floyd Mayweather were like talking smack to each other like on the stage.
No.
This is going to be inside here. Do you remember going to Joey D's and our server, Steven, was going to Vegas specifically to go see a fight?
Yeah.
And that was that fight.
Oh, because I was like, wow, that's a lot of information I don't care about.
I, by the way, personally love Conor McGregor. I mean, that guy, granted, Floyd Mayweather did beat his ass, but Conor McGregor in the octagon with other MMA fighters,
strip fire.
He can hold his own. That guy has fashion for sure, no doubt.
I don't know who he is. I don't like violence, so I don't watch fights.
My brother says, like the outfit. Thank you.
Check out his bow tie. Get closer.
Yeah. So this is a Dalek bow tie. I don't know if you can see the Daleks here. Right here. I actually got this at a Comic-Con last year.
Accessorize.
At MegaCon last year, and I haven't had a chance to wear it.
Dalek. That was a terrible Dalek.
And so this is my first time actually getting to tie it. And I think it looks good.
Yeah, you got that at a con. It was really cool. You got that one? I think you got a Star Wars
I got a
one.
black and white Star Wars one as well. Yeah. Amanda Panda's in the house. Hi, Mandy.
Yeah, I love that girl.
He looks like Matt. She says Conor McGregor looks like Macklemore in the thrift shop video.
Oh, that guy.
That guy. Yeah. So she had to back it up, by the way. She goes, I meant Colin McGregor, not Tim.
I wear your grandpa's clothes.
So what's going on, everybody? Once again, my birthday was yesterday, and we're just kind of we do a little Wednesday night live stream.
It's your birthday live stream.
Right. So
we're all drinking rum.
We figured tonight, since we're going to be doing a live stream, I got some comics on the table here. I got some amazing picks today, and talking about that stuff, but also just kind of playing a little bit of trivia. So I want you to open the Back in the Day book. And I kind of want you to make your own trivia bit. I want you to look at something and see what the price of it was back in the day, right? Well, give me a range. Give me a range. Like how much between here and there? How much do you think this thing was?
Back in the day, Price is Right.
There you go.
Okay. Okay.
Back in the day, Price is Right. Perfect, right?
Okay. I did not know that I was gonna need to read.
You are my game show host.
I need my glasses, I guess. All right. Well, you just gotta give me a minute. I gotta take it in.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
a lot going on.
Okay. let me show you my boy Ty at Titan Comics here in Bradenton gave me the hookup, and this is one of my Grail comics that I've always wanted, and that is Transformers #1 from back in 1984. I mean, this thing is in fantastic condition. It is the first appearance of the Transformers. This has always been a Grail comic of mine, and gave me a hookup that I couldn't pass up. So this is one of the newbies that I am just thrilled to have. That's back when it was only planned for a 4-issue miniseries, as it says up here, because they weren't sure if it was going to be a failure or not. So they're like, we can dish out enough money for 4 issues, and if it bombs, it bombs. But this was the start of a huge part of my childhood. Hasbro, if Disney bought Hasbro, that would be another part of my childhood that they bought.
I say Universal. I think Universal has Hasbro.
Oh, Universal has Hasbro because they have the Transformers ride and stuff like that. Yeah. Good call. What do you got? You got anything?
Well, it's like a Reader's Digest.
Oh, boo.
So there's not really. I mean, it's very interesting. I mean, I just now learned that in 1980, for instance, the 3 billionth with a B can of Spam was produced.
The 3 billionth can of Spam was produced back in 1980. So when did they start, though? I guess it doesn't say, right?
That was the.
I think people in the 50s were eating Spam, so it took like 30 years. So it was like a billion, like 100 million a year.
I think Spam was started in the late 40s.
Yeah,
if not sooner.
So they're up in the possibly with inflation almost the triple digits of Spam cans now.
So the award for Best Picture in 1980 went to Ordinary People.
I've never seen that movie.
Best Actor was Robert De Niro in Raging Bull.
Okay, good movie.
Best Actress went to Sissy Spacek in Coal Miner's Daughter.
Is that the Loretta Lynn movie?
Yep.
Okay.
That's the Loretta Lynn movie.
All right.
That was the year that Episode 4, The Empire Strikes. I'm sorry, Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
There you go. Roman numerals are tricky. I get
Roman
it.
numerals are hard when I don't have my glasses on. I didn't know I had to do reading. Also, 9 to 5 was a big hit.
Dolly Parton. Who doesn't love Dolly Parton movies, right?
Oh, I love that movie where she ropes up him and makes this contraption so he can't leave his house.
I'm not ashamed to admit that I like Steel Magnolias.
I love.
That's a good Dolly Parton movie. 9 to 5 and Steel Magnolias are the only two I can name. We watched some Netflix movie around Christmas time. Do you remember?
She's like an angel. She played like a woman of ill repute. Who died.
Yes.
And I'm first of all, Dolly Parton is the most pure person on the freaking planet. And secondly, I just can't even imagine her in any kind of she's supposed to be like a bad girl singer in a dirty bar. And it's that's just not her personality when she's over there oh, bless your heart.
Nice. Let's look at some comments here. Let's see here. Cousin Dave's in the house. What's going on, Dave? Oh no, it was 2017. Sorry to leave you hanging, Todd. It was 2017,
yes,
right?
Correct. 2017 is the answer to that question.
Sorry, yes. I thought we had all concurred that it was 2017.
We did, but you didn't ask me for the answer.
Skylar, hello, Skylar. Kristen's in the house with Maya.
Hi, Maya.
Rod, thanks for coming back. I got your birthday message earlier when I logged on, so thank you for that.
I love my niece Amaya. She is the sassiest little girl, and I adore her. Auntie Gretchen loves you, honey.
Greg is here. He says, "Are Daleks Transformers?" No.
No.
Because they don't transform.
No.
And they have
Daleks are like a being inside a vehicle.
Yeah, yeah. Daleks are like little creatures inside of a giant.
They look like
Krang from Ninja
Turtles.
Yeah, Crag.
I'm sorry. I thought I was pretty good to make the association.
Oh, congrats on 300. Yeah, so we finally hit 300 subs on the YouTube. Pretty excited about that.
Yeah, we're going to be announcing our entry for a giveaway very soon.
Yeah,
we've got everything together. We just need to take some cool pictures.
Yeah, take some pictures and actually film a video to put online of us talking about it all. But it'll be up soon. But yes, thank you.
Yep.
Thank
you. We got
you.
a fun one too.
Cool. The Desirs are here. Hello.
Hey guys.
Hello. So let's see here. What else? What else do we have? Oh, okay. So speaking of Krang, also got the hookup from my buddy at Titan Comics. Where did you get that?
I got it. I'm mad they don't honk.
But they're over here on the floor. How many do you have? Nope. Why? Why would you harass me?
I have to make the horn noise myself because
they don't make any noise.
They don't make any noise.
Go sit back down. Go to your place. Seat.
You know, I'm wearing a flower crown. You know who else wears a flower crown?
Who?
Carol Baskin.
No. When she bought that at the Ren Fair, then we watched Tiger King. She goes, Carol Baskin has ruined flower crowns for everybody.
We went to the Ren Fair right before
Tiger King came out.
Yeah. You know, COVID hit, so.
But you still make it look good.
I'm adorable.
Carol Baskin's.
She makes it look psychotic.
Yeah. She does actually.
I'm more Midsommar and less Carol Baskin.
Kristen says, Amaya. Wait, she said, cut it out. She's not the sassiest yet. You talking about Amaya? Or is that what you're talking about?
Oh yeah, because Amaya's the sassiest little girl in the world.
Congratulations
on
300 and happy birthday. Thank you. Did you make her watch Fast Times at Ridgemont High? Believe it or not, it wasn't available anywhere.
You're too cheap to pay for it.
I'm not gonna watch that movie enough to actually buy it. But it wasn't streaming everywhere. That's one of those movies that should be streaming somewhere for free, like on Amazon Prime, but it wasn't.
Or Hulu or something.
And so for those of you who haven't seen it, that's a reference to our unboxing video that came out on Monday, was that one of the things was an autographed picture of one of the girls from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And we were like, yay, it's this girl. I don't know who she is.
I've never seen the movie.
And so Gretchen had never seen the movie. So there was that.
Because I was a child when it came out.
Let's see here. Cybermen and Daleks are pretty much the same thing. In a way, yeah, they both have physical innards to them.
I think that the difference between the Cyberman and the Dalek is more of the Dalek is a sentient being driving basically a vehicle, like controlling it with everything. Whereas a Cyberman has been completely taken over and has no thought anymore because
he's a cyborg.
He's become a complete cyborg, so he is the machine.
There you go.
So that's the difference between the Daleks and the Cybermen. I did not know we were going to devolve into Doctor Who talking, but I'm here for this.
You made me point out the tie.
I do love me some Doctor Who. So.
The foolish Morgans are in the house. Hello. Hello. Your mom says, imagine Gretchen as a little girl blowing that in her mom's face to wakey wakey.
Well, it might have happened once or twice.
Never seen Dave. My cousin Dave's never seen an episode of Tiger King. You know, that's not an uncommon thing now. A lot of people, I think
it's one of
the hype was so built.
It gets built up so high. That's one of the reasons why I didn't watch The Goonies until like last year, because it's been so hyped up that I'm like, I don't want to watch it now.
So yeah, she knew all the references. She actually knows a girl who's dating Chunk.
Yeah, like, my friend.
Her friend is dating Chunk, so she knows everything about the Goonies. But she refused to watch it until I made her sit down last year, And then she was like, okay, I get it. I'd never need to watch it again. But
Yeah.
she doesn't have that nostalgia like I do.
That's
so.
probably a similar effect as the Tiger King with Dave, because it's been built up now. He knows all the references. He doesn't need to watch it.
Dave says it's meh. We've talked about this before. Dave told you didn't have to worry about the Goonies either. I remember that.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was cute.
Or maybe he's talking about Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He says, just watch it for the Phoebe Cates scene in the pool. I'm sure you've seen that.
Oh, sure. There's 80s movie with a girl jumping out of a pool. Yeah, that's like every other 80s movie.
The Weeping Angels are well, they're an alien species.
I love
they look like gargoyle angels here on the planet. So.
Yeah.
But actually, they're extra-dimensional creatures because they will take you and time warp you.
They take your years by putting you back in time. That for so many years.
Right. Yeah, they take the remaining years of your life and then transport you that many years into the past.
So kind of like they're stealing years from you, but you get to go back and like relive.
You could probably live before you're even born. That's how most of it happens. So
it's timey-wimey stuff. You really can't overanalyze Doctor Who's time stuff.
But the angels are the Weeping Angels.
They're my favorite.
Yeah,
love
because they are possibly the scariest behind like the clockwork creatures. Like those are some of the faces on those guys.
In the Girl in the Fireplace episode with the Madame de Pompadour.
Yeah,
that is my all-time favorite Doctor Who episode. Is the Madame de Pompadour. But honestly, I think it's because I adore the Rococo stuff. So
you love all of that sort of Victorian royalty.
I'm here for that. Like, my whole house would look like Downton Abbey if you friggin' let me.
True. Yeah. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, we were talking about crying earlier. Got this Ninja Turtles comic. This is Ninja Turtles Adventures #1. The first appearance of Bebop, Rocksteady, and Krang. They didn't actually appear until the cartoon came out.
Oh, really?
And so this comic book came out after the cartoon, but this is their first appearance. That's what it says right there. But got the birthday hookup on that today, and so I am eternally grateful to our friend Ty at Titan Comics.
Support local business.
Support local business, as they say.
So, hey Tim.
Yeah.
On your 40th birthday, you have been alive for approximately how many days?
How many days?
How many days have you been alive? Is it A, 14,600, or B, 18,250, or C, 21,900?
So let's kind of round it a little bit. 350 times.
You're doing math?
That would be. Okay.
This is not that kind of a question.
So 7, 14.
How I got this.
It's going to be around. What? Give me the numbers again.
A, 14,600.
14,600 days.
B, 18,250. Or C, 21,900.
14,600 days. That's what I'm saying.
Is that your answer?
What do you guys say? 40 years? 40 years. Round it down a little bit to 350 days. Okay. Times 10. That's 3,500 days. Times 4 after that. That's 14,000 days. And then you add the peripheral days after that. I'm going to say 14,600 days.
I don't even know how to add and subtract of anything other than dozens.
So what's the answer?
The answer is A, 14,600.
There you go. Basic math.
It's not basic.
Basic math. That's how that works. All right. Moving on from the dry drink to the boozy drink.
Booze o'clock?
Booze o'clock. Already prepared. Man, that's what calculators are for. Yeah,
Thank you.
But I worked it all out in my head, and it took me like 30 seconds.
I had checked out twice before you even came over.
Plus, my calculator is actually filming me right now. So,
there it is. He liked to break a mental sweat sometimes.
Yes.
My grandpa does that. Like when I was younger, he used to just sit and make math problems.
Speaking of breaking a sweat, this thing is killing me.
Don't mess up your contour.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Right. Okay.
No more crown.
No more crown. It is done. Man, that thing was squeezing the crap out of my head too. Daryl goes, well, technically 14,610. I think that accounts for the leap years, right? The extra day, because I've been.
It does say.
I've been alive for 10 leap years, right? Doesn't that make sense?
It does say approximately.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't say exactly.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, he goes, don't forget the leap years, right? Boom.
Yeah.
Score one for public schooling, Amanda says.
Yeah.
Right? Thank you.
There.
We had that schooling where they're like, don't use your calculators.
You're not going to have a calculator on you at all times. Joke's on you, Mrs. Hake.
Right? Duh.
Actually, I love Mrs. Hake. She pops in sometimes. She's my school teacher, and she is like the most amazing woman ever. Like, I love her so much.
So, give me another piece of trivia here.
Okay.
So, I'm going to show you something. You guys remember these cards from back in the day? Look at these prime packs that I got here. I think I'm going to open one of these.
No, are you?
I think I'm going to open one, and I think I'm going to try the gum.
Oh, no.
I'm going to try the gum.
You're going to break your
30-year-old piece of gum in here, and I've been...
You bring dishonor on your collector side of your family.
But so I got 3 that I can stack up in my Roger Rabbit case over here. And then I got some cards that I can, like, put on display as well.
You know what? It's your birthday, so if that's what you want to do...
I want you guys to choose. Whoever, whatever number gets the most votes. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let me know which one I should open. 1, 2, 3, or 4, okay? And whatever number pops up the most is the winning number.
All right.
Okay. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. I'm sipping. Oh, Kristen's on a frozen margarita right now. Yay for boozy time, she says.
Ooh, so the Italian ice place next door to my bakery, they started making sugar-free. And so I bring it home and I pour rum on it, and it's absolutely delicious. Shout out to Coco Joe, Bradenton.
Swan says, OMG. I'm sure that's about the gum. Maura says, eat it. Or Maura or Matt says, eat it.
Yeah.
Cards or stickers. There's stickers in there too. There's a sticker.
Cards.
Yeah, sticker and cards. I did that a couple weeks ago with Dinosaur Attack cards. Oh, nice. I remember Dinosaurs Attack, man. 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 3. Well, everybody's hitting 3, 1. Which box is in the worst condition? They're all.
Oh, that's a good point. But these look like they came directly.
These look like they came directly out of the box itself. So I mean, they're all.
Like, even the wax paper is still a little cornered, creased.
Yeah, I mean these are all sharp corners and everything. So I don't know that there's one that's worse than another.
They do look fantastic.
Your mom says gum will probably be fine, just hard as a rock.
Yeah, I'm a little scared for you.
Nick says he was shocked that it still tasted like bubble gum.
Oh.
Todd says, get ready for some bloody gums. The baseball card gum was hard as a rock when it's new. That's true.
Oh, yes. That was always awful.
My sister is coming down in a couple weeks. I'm excited. They just decided.
Oh, good.
Very excited. Rochelle says, happy birthday too. Thank you, Rochelle. Thank you.
I don't know why I said thank you, but thank you.
Okay. So it looks like three is it.
You're going to open number 3?
Open number 3. Let's do some trivia real quick, though. Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
Yep. Okay. This one will be a good one for me because it's one of my favorite people in the history of the world.
Okay.
At about age 40, William Shakespeare wrote a play called A, Draughts, or Othello, or Chess.
At age 40?
Yep.
He wrote what?
Draughts, Othello, or Chess. I might be pronouncing it wrong, so bear with my silliness. But I don't have my glasses.
I'm gonna say Drafts?
Draughts.
Yeah, drafts. It's like a beer, like draft. That's technically the how you spell the draft
correct,
or draft
the
beer.
old English spelling.
So drafts, Othello, or
Chess.
chess when he was 40. What do you guys think? Drafts, Othello, or chess when Shakespeare was 40? Which one did he write?
It is my theory that every story in the world is like rooted into Shakespeare somewhere. Like you can like 6 degrees of separation that shit to a Shakespeare play.
Yeah, well, apparently, wasn't it Shakespeare that wrote every form of modern cinema?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it's all him. Like everything can be like rooted down, even like friggin' Lion King and stuff like that.
Todd says maybe Othello. Oh, hey Nick. So I finally got my free month of Shudder just so that I could watch Creepshow.
It's fantastic. Now we're hooked on it.
Now that it's airing on AMC now, but we don't have cable. But I've watched the whole series 3 times now.
It's fantastic.
I freaking love it.
Yeah.
I'm so looking forward to season 2.
We were like, okay, I guess we're just keeping it because
the one with Bob was my favorite. The alien.
Yeah,
who kept like killing the guys. She likes the little nerdy guy in that episode.
He's
anyway.
so cute. I always loved that guy.
Yeah.
He always played little nerdy white boy.
Yeah. Let's see here. Everyone's saying Todd says Othello. Maura says Othello. I mean, I don't recognize the other ones. Othello is the only one I recognize. And chess. I'm gonna go with Othello.
That's correct.
It is correct. Of course, everybody has the chance to look this stuff up on the internet, so they're probably not lying to me. You wouldn't lie to me, right? You wouldn't throw me for a loop.
This one stars another one of my favorite people.
All right, give me one more, and then I'm gonna open this.
Gordon Ramsay was 40 years old when Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares first aired. In which year was that?
We were still living in St. Louis, so it's more than 10 years ago.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's about 14 years ago. But give me some.
A, 2014, B, 2004, or C, 1994.
I'm gonna say 2004. I'm saying 2004. We moved down here in 2010. 2011. I was here in 2010. And the only option before that was when we were living.
It was 1994.
Well, you said 2004.
2014, 2004.
Oh, 2000.
And
yeah.
1994.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say 2004. Kristen says everybody's saying 2004. Maura, Kristen, Todd, I'll say 2004. 2004? Really? It was that long ago? Oh yeah, no, yeah, you're right. I was thinking 2014, but we were already down here. But it was before we moved down here.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely not 1994.
Because it wasn't when I was in high school.
Yeah, definitely not 1994. So yeah, 2004.
Correct.
Yeah.
You're gonna open it?
All right, here we go.
All right.
Alex says, Ian says 2004. All right, so
Anne's yelling.
So the thing about this is this top piece, the one that the gum is resting on, I know that card is going to be crusty. I know that it's going to have residual gum that has slid all over it for the past 30 years. But here, I'm very carefully opening this up. Okay. That side is sealed really well. It doesn't want to open, but here we go. Oh, the gum is kind of crumbled in here, but I'm gonna eat it.
Oh God! Can you just like suck on it?
Oh no! Look what happened to this card here. Look how greasy it got. Right? Oh, look at that! Oh my God! I've never seen it, and it's all bumpy and it's like.
It must have gotten some extreme temperatures when it was fresh.
Oh, that's upsetting. That's really upsetting. There's some shirtless Bob Hoskins for those of you who might be into that. So.
That's amazing.
Let's see here. Let's take a look at these cards. Say it, don't spray it. That's when they're chained up against the brick wall. If you guys don't have Disney Plus, you need to check out because they got a lot of cool series on there. And one of them is what's the prop one?
Prop culture.
Prop culture.
Yeah.
And they just had Christopher Lloyd on there checking out his old Judge Doom costume, and he actually kind of like put it on and everything like that.
He picked it up and like put the hat on, and you could see everybody in the room like collectively.
The next scene, then he's got like white gloves on because they're like, you shouldn't have touched that.
He's like, I wore this thing for like 3 months. I think I can touch it.
Some classic Roger right there.
These are fun.
Oh, also, if you watch it, they go through this thing where they show you Benny the cab, and I have a qualm with that because I know for a fact that what they show you is not Benny the cab. I have actually sat on Benny the cab because he's on show at Hollywood Studios at Disney, and what they show you compared to what they show you of the production stills, those two items don't match at all.
Yeah, it turns out they made 2 of them.
It turns out that they made one kind of for the show because a friend of ours interviewed the creator of Prop Culture, and he talked about the difficulty of finding the actual items that have been seen on screen and stuff like that, and that was one of the items that wasn't actually the one that was in the movie.
It wasn't accessible.
Yeah, it wasn't accessible.
Because it's at Disney World.
Yeah. So I dig these. I like these.
These are cool. Let me see.
Oh, here's the sticker. Extra points if you can name this weasel. This is the head weasel. If you can name him, he's got a couple different names, but I'll take either which one that you might come across.
You know, outside of the one card that has the gum damage, these are in beautiful.
They're in great shape. They're in crisp shape.
Very crisp corners. There's no real damage to any of the cards except for the one, and that's not even too bad.
For the record, Matt told you to eat the gum. He's not bad. He's just drawn that way. Oh my God! Where did this come? Where did you get this? They're all on the floor over here. Making me. I wish I had something to throw at you. You can just go sit down. What are you doing? Where are you getting all of these?
That's the last one.
Quit stalling and eat. God says, quit stalling and eat terrible gum for our entertainment.
Yes, eat the gum. Eat the gum. Eat the gum. Imagine weasel, it'd be me, but like 40 of us.
The weasel does look like he has that spy versus spy outfit.
But, that's some of the
I know his name. I know his name, but somebody give me his name.
Spy versus Spy is like some of the first comics ever read.
Okay, look, it's in 3 pieces.
So you could just eat one piece. You don't need to eat the whole thing. But I would try to like moisten it a little bit.
No, that ruins everything.
You're gonna hurt your teeth.
This looks like a cracker. This is like a cracker. All right, let's start out small.
Okay.
Start out small, okay? All right, here we go.
I'm scared for you. Oh no. Oh, it's so gross.
It's not
Coming together.
It's not jellifying. It's not. This is really gross.
Hey, look! I've got napkins. Got napkins.
Nick, this doesn't taste like gum.
Got napkins.
It's melting in my mouth and not turning into anything. This is disgusting.
Our sisters, well, Tim's sister, my sister-in-law, sent this to him for his birthday. So, see, it came in handy. I think he's dying.
It was nothing. It was not gum. I think whatever was the gum is on the card that it got adhered to. That was really awful. It tastes like the way the cardboard smells, and that doesn't smell like gum.
Did you enjoy the taste of your childhood? That's what your childhood tastes like.
Go.
Did you just turn into a T-Rex?
Oh my God.
It's so bad you went full T-Rex and you're over like
Oh,
that's amazing.
I have done some stupid crap
You have.
for my own sheer entertainment. I regret that one.
That was a very bad decision.
Ugh.
Thank you for joining us while we make bad decisions.
Yep, that's one thing that I haven't learned from growing up. So I still make bad decisions.
So
Didn't quite taste. So I will tell you what though, it didn't quite taste as bad. If you guys watched the video where we went to the Coca-Cola bar, we went to our neighbors Ann and Alex.
yeah.
And at the end, there was essentially like a spit bucket of what people didn't
We
want.
just like if it was really gross,
They
we
just kinda
all
dumped
poured
it out.
into like a larger glass.
And I drank the whole thing at the end.
But you got $5 for it.
I still, and Alex, I still never got my $5. I still never got my $5.
No,
But-
they bought me a funnel cake.
Oh, that's
remember?
right. Now we got it back eventually
We
somehow.
got it back. It comes out in the wash.
But yeah, Ann bet me $5, and I was like, yeah, why not?
$5 is.
I
You
had
have no understanding of our love of money.
I had such a stomach ache after that, and it just tasted like bad cough syrup, like super strong
and then we
Robitussin.
had a 2-hour drive home.
Yeah. All right, let's see what the comments are saying here. I've been ignoring them. Tell the story about Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo. Oh, so this is the Super Mario Brothers movie.
What had happened was.
What had happened was the movie, they knew it while they were filming. The movie was just a train wreck all around, just a horrible piece of junk. And they were having, I think it was a hard time with the director as well, that Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo were drunk the entire time they filmed that movie. That's the only way that they could cope. I mean, they were making a paycheck, but they had to deal with this piece of crap.
They were living like in quarantine.
Yeah, exactly.
They were just drunk
Exactly.
all the time.
So when you go see them in that movie, either they're hungover or they are drunk during filming, one of the two.
That's amazing.
Watch your teeth. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Trust me.
I
I've
was
broken
over
my
here
teeth on a
having-
number of things.
I was over here having a little key.
The sound, right? It sounded worse in my own head as I was doing it. It sounded like in my head like I was chewing
like
gravel.
You were chewing on gravel.
Gravel, yes. I think he's dying and you're laughing. Yes, I was in there. I was in there in bathroom.
I mean, I'd be laughing at him anyway because it's funny.
Nick's only one day away from going back to film season 2 of Creepshow.
Oh.
Good for you, dude. Seriously, I'm glad that all the acting or the Hollywood stuff is going to open back
Well
up.
done. Congratulations.
You get to be
Is that the right way to say that? I'm glad for you.
Aren't you going to be a television horror host in one of the episodes? Wasn't that a thing? Remember?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a thing. It may
Okay.
or may not be a thing. Like
No.
that he can speak about.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Good God.
We were shut down because of yeah. Well, yeah. I knew the toilet paper was perfect. It was super perfect. Yes.
I knew. See, I opened it for you.
What was worse, the gum or Beverly? So Beverly was part of that soda that we had at the
it was
Coke
like
bar.
Coke mixed with Beverly.
Yeah, that's fair. That's kind of what it smelled like.
Yeah, it was very much.
It had a very
that.
pungent smell. Not Ghost or the gum or Beverly. I mean, individually.
At least you won't break your teeth off on Beverly.
Oh, that's true. I'll burn my taste buds off though. Should have got the cash up front. I know, lesson learned, right? Never got my $5.
Oh well.
No. Yeah, the gum or Beverly.
I mean, you could probably develop an acquired.
Here's the
taste
thing.
Beverly.
If I were dared, I would drink Beverly again. If I were dared for the gum, I would not.
There you go.
So,
Beverly is.
Beverly is better than the gum.
Do you know how much a movie ticket was in 1980?
A movie ticket in 1980?
Yeah.
Are we talking single digits?
Oh Jesus!
Are we talking single digits? I'm gonna say $1.25 in 1980.
Do you know? I've already told you this book reads like freaking Reader's Digest.
What do you guys think about it? 1980. How much was a movie ticket?
A movie ticket.
What do you guys think? Does anybody?
In 1980, I had no concept of money, so it's really hard for me to guess because I was one.
I'm gonna say 1980. I'm $1.25 because I remember when I was like 16, it was like $6 to go to the movies. So I'm gonna say like $1.25. Anybody have any opinions on that? $1 or so? Hmm. You know what helps get that taste out of my mouth?
Whiskey.
Booze.
You know what? Do you remember going to movies? I think the Tivoli still shows movies in St. Louis, but it was always like both a treat and awful to go see movies at the Tivoli because their chairs were hella uncomfortable because they were like original to the building chairs. But the atmosphere and everything else was so gorgeous, you just put up with the really uncomfortable seats.
Todd, Greg, Swan, is the Tivoli still open on the Loop? That was a beautiful, beautiful theater.
Vintage movie theater.
Yeah, with the curtains that opened before the movie started and everything like that.
Beautiful.
People are saying, Maura says $3.50. Your mom says about $3. Dang Loch Ness Monster. What?
$3.50.
Oh, $3.50. Gotcha.
$3.50.
Gotcha. Swan
Don't
says
even get
$3.
me started on that shit.
So I lowballed it. I said $1.25, but you guys are probably looking it up online, right? Either that or they're conspiring elsewhere. They're in a little chat group and they're like, tell them $3 so that we can throw them off. So I'm gonna say $2.75. I'm gonna say $2.75.
And suggested real price for a movie ticket in 1980 was $2.69.
What? That was 6 cents off.
Very
Wait,
close.
you said $2.69?
$2.69.
I was 6 cents off. Wow. Okay.
But you went over, so you didn't win nothing.
Yeah, that's how Price is Right works. Yeah, it's Tivoli's still open. Kristen says $1.75. See, I thought $1.25. I thought like super low at the beginning, but it's on average $2.69, $2.70.
The average new home.
Average new home in 1980 was $31,000.
No.
No. Am I high or low?
You're way low.
I'm way low.
New house.
New house.
Yeah.
What happened to when we were talking? You know, we'd hear our grandpas or grandparents talking about, I bought this house for $40,000.
Yeah, in the freaking 40s, not in 1980.
Okay.
They also gave you a nickel to go to the grocery store.
Kristen says 49,000. No, 79,000. Is that high or low? 79,000.
79,000. Slightly high.
Slightly high. So what? 75, 74, 75,000. I'm gonna say with that. Tivoli's still around for now. I'm gonna say with the help of my sister, I'm gonna say $75,000.
That's better. It's 71,800 was the.
Okay.
Now I don't know if this is the median price or to what. I'm sure there's lots of variance, but probably just like the basic average. I mean, this is not an encyclopedia. This is fine literature from Three Oak Publishing.
Oh. Very fine.
Yes.
Publishing company.
Yes. So.
Oh, speaking of Creep Show.
I really enjoyed that show. I really did. I'm not a big anthology watcher, but I enjoyed it.
I got there are these reprints of the old EC comics, Tales from the Crypt, The Haunt of Fear, I think Vault of Horror might be in here. The Haunt of Fear. There's a couple different ones from EC Comics. So I really dig these. These are fun reads. Tales from the Crypt is actually the TV show back in the day that got me into horror anthology shows. It was before I actually saw Twilight Zone and stuff like that. And since then, Twilight Zone has become one of my top favorite shows of all time. As a matter of fact, I had won this thing. You guys have seen us do the unboxings and these Newligan prints that I get. I had actually done a recent contest that Newligan had, and let me see. I think it's up here.
I love your decor, Tim. You did a very good job.
Well, I have this Nightwing right here, this pretty sick Nightwing, but The one piece that I want to get framed and put up in here is this Rod Serling. Look how sick that is. I love this. And you can kind of see like the Twilight Zone stars in his suit and everything. But I love the fact that he's wearing Chucks, because that's part of New League style.
Yeah.
That's what he does. But an accessory card that came with it was. Do you guys remember this little fortune teller from that William Shatner episode? If you've ever seen it, he's got a couple more of these with Burgess Meredith. One of my favorite episodes is with Burgess Meredith, who was a bank teller and just wanted to read all the time, and so he got in trouble, or always getting yelled at for his boss for reading on the job. So he went down into the basement, into the bank vault, and a nuclear strike happened and wiped out civilization. But guess who lived? Burgess Meredith, who was down in the bank vault. He comes outside, and despite nuclear fallout, he's gathering all the books that are around him, and he's got all the time in the world to read these books. But the one thing that he absolutely needs to read the books are his glasses, which he breaks. And then now he can't read books. He can't see anything. So the one thing that he only wanted in his entire life to do, sit down and read books, and he has all the time in the world to do it now. And it ruins the one thing that will allow him to actually read the books. That episode is one of the epitomes of the irony of the Twilight Zone episodes, and what I think of like the Tales from the Crypt episodes. I loved the irony of those. Okay. The Tales from the Crypt episodes, where it all came around full circle to screw over the person who was inevitably like a bad person to begin with.
Wow.
I know, I went on a weird thing there. Yes.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing.
Dave says his favorite Twilight Zone episode of all time. Time Enough at Last. Yes. Any of the Burgess Meredith ones, actually. He actually played a librarian in one that was being sentenced to death because modern society had deemed books, illegal or useless or something like that. Let's see here. Okay. Well, you got another trivia for me here?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Okay.
All right, what do we got?
At the age of 40, actor Michael J. Fox had recently been a voice of which character? Is it A, Wallace in the movie Wallace and Gromit, B, Stuart Little in the movie of that name, or C, Roz in Monsters, Inc.?
I think it was Stuart Little. I'm pretty sure he wasn't Roz, was he?
He's always watching.
No way he was Roz. I'm not looking that up. But I for some reason in my head I feel like he was Stuart Little. And I don't know if he was 40 when he was Stuart Little. Swan says Stuart Little. Greg says Stuart Little. Your mom, Maura. Let's see here. Oh, I think Kristen was wanting us to play trivia, but that's what you've been reading. Yeah, I think Stuart Little.
That's basically how you play this. There's no like.
That's the only character I can actually visualize his voice being. So I'm going to say Stuart Little.
That's correct.
Okay. All right. Give me another one.
Looking back over the last 40 years, in which year did these events happen?
Okay. This is an order of event situation over the past 40 years.
O.J. Simpson was found not guilty of murdering his wife, and Braveheart won the Oscar for the Best Picture. So the year O.J. was found not guilty and Braveheart won the Oscar is A, 1990, B, 1995, or C, the year 2000.
I think it was 1995. Okay, so it's not an order of event situation. It's what happened that year.
Yes.
Okay, so O.J. got acquitted and Braveheart came out. I think it was 1995.
Now Braveheart came out the year Braveheart won.
Oh, Braveheart won the Oscar. Okay. 95, 95. Everybody's saying 95, which I concur. So I'm gonna go with 95.
That's correct.
All right. Congratulations, everybody. We're on a roll tonight.
Yay! Looking back at music over the last 40 years, one rapper has been hugely successful. Eminem. Oh yeah, hold on. Words are hard, man. One rapper that has been hugely successful is Eminem.
Okay.
But what is his real name? A.
Marshall.
Bruce Marshall.
No.
B. Marshall Bruce Mathers III. Or C. Marshall Bruce II.
I'm gonna go with Marshall Bruce Mathers III. I don't know his middle name, but that's the only one that gave Marshall Mathers. So I'm gonna go with B. What do you guys think? Marshall or Bruce Marshall Bruce Mathers III, or Marshall Bruce II?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's B. I think it's the second one. Your mom says Jerry Mathers. Marshall Mathers.
That's his cousin.
Marshall Bruce Mathers. Yeah, everyone. Yeah, Marshall Mathers. Marshall Bruce Mathers III. Right. That's what we have going on. B.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Alex says B. Okay. Thanks for narrowing that down.
Oh, good.
Simple answer. Simple answer.
Said so.
All right.
So, the average cost of coffee in 1980.
Average cost of
pound of coffee.
For a pound of coffee, not a cup of coffee.
No, pound of coffee.
What is the average pound of coffee cost now?
We usually pay about $11.
$11 a pound. That sounds
between
about right.
$11 and $12 a pound.
That's for that good Target stuff.
No, that's not the good Target.
Oh, it's not.
That's the good Joffrey's.
Oh, the Joffrey stuff. Yeah. Okay. $11 a pound.
I mean, there is like an average, but I would say if you're not looking to buy the best, but you don't want to buy the cheapest, somewhere in the middle would be like Joffrey's.
1980 pound of coffee, $1.49. What do you guys think? Am I high or low?
You're low.
I'm low. $1.49 is low in 1980 for a pound of coffee. So $2.50. What do you guys think? $3, $5. Your mom says $5. Kristen says $3. I'm thinking $2.50 a pound. I'm gonna say $2.50.
Yeah, the average cost for a pound of coffee was $3.14.
Oh, good job, Kristen.
That's real close to my lucky
right.
number.
Yeah, right before $3.15.
Yeah.
That's how math works. $3.14. Yeah.
I know, but $3.15 is my lucky number.
Yeah. It's her birthday. Okay. Well. Okay. Cool. Got that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I recently I just picked this one up because I love this cover. It's like an 80s horror, or not a horror movie, but like a adventure movie, like Adventures in Babysitting or something like that. It just has that campiness to it. Caught by the spotlight, and they're all surprised looking. Except Chewie. Look at the anger on that face. So, and the condition of this, such clean corners. I really love this one.
Oh, you should tell them about the bomb-ass chocolate cake I made for you for your birthday.
So, Gretchen made me an amazing chocolate cake for my birthday, a keto chocolate cake. She had made these cookies not that long ago. Were they cookies?
They were like
cookies,
cookies.
Kind of cookies, and they were kind of made of like a German chocolate cake filling is what they were made of. And she tried to kind of replicate that process on a bigger scale for a whole cake, 2-layer cake that she made me. It kind of came out more like pralines, like a crunchy praline situation, which is still good.
Monk fruit is really different to work with than sugar, so it was like it's a delicate balance.
Yeah. So in the
made
end,
a praline instead of a caramel.
Yeah, in the end, instead of a German chocolate cake, it ended up being like a caramely chocolate praline cake, which is super good.
It is really
The thing about it though is, like she said, she was using monk fruit, no sugars, all natural sweeteners. Monk fruit is a natural sweetener, and it's keto friendly.
Yeah, it's made with coconut flour.
And so how like carbs for a
Oh,
slice?
I have no friggin' idea.
Minimal though, right?
I would say minimal. I would say per serving, you're looking at maybe 5.
5 carbs for a piece of cake.
Yeah.
That's incredible, and it tastes delicious. I've been babying it with
It's
smaller
really rich.
slices. It's super rich. You can only have so much because your chocolate filling in there was just teeth rotting.
It's delicious.
It is delicious though. It is
It's
delicious.
delicious.
Your mom's a big fan of it. She saw a picture of it.
Yeah, I sent her a picture.
Yeah.
You almost burned the house down with all your candles because you're so damn old.
She couldn't fit 40 candles on the cake, so.
I didn't want to have wax all over the front of the cake. It like combusts from being superheated, from being too close to each other. The candles are not properly social distancing because I would fit 1,000,000 of them on your cake.
I can still taste that gum in my mouth. That's like I don't have anything stuck in my teeth, but I can still taste it. Just the fact of looking at what it did to that card alone.
It excreted something.
It had to have had some horrible temperatures that it encountered. Like that's bumpy. That is. You hear that?
It's a new instrument.
Oh, anyway, this guy's name, by the way, either goes by Smart Guy or Smart Ass. That's his name, just so you know.
Hey, that's what my family calls me.
Yeah. Or the PG like toys called him Smarty.
Smarty.
Yeah, I think actually I have the figure down here, but his name is Smart Guy, and on most like toy action figures. But his name, I think in the credits was Smart Ass. So.
Well, he was the wise guy.
There you go. Hey, Sammy made it. Hey, Sammy. Okay, more. We're doing trivia here, Sammy.
Well, it's Gretchen's trivia, and she doesn't have glasses on, so who knows what I'm actually
I've got another stack here. You know what? I'm doing this wrong. Let me ask Gretchen.
Oh, Lord.
You know who else in this room is in their 40s? Let me open it. Where's the thing? There it is.
I don't know. Let's rum about it.
I was not the first person in this house to hit 40. I'm just saying.
Yeah. How did you get cards?
There was 2 stacks in this box.
Oh, snap.
Okay. Now, I want you guys to answer along as well, okay? And see if Gretchen matches you guys. Here we go. Davy Crockett.
Oh, goodness.
At age 40, Davy Crockett did one of these things. Died at the Alamo, was a U.S. congressman, or masterminded the biggest bank heist of the 18th century. Died at the Alamo, became a U.S. congressman, or masterminded a huge bank heist at age 40.
I'm gonna say.
I totally called her out, Sammy. I do it all the time.
I'm gonna say it's the first one because I feel like. Well, the last one doesn't make any friggin' sense, but I'm torn. But I feel like it's probably something I don't really know. I don't know. I'm sure Dave's over there losing his damn mind because he's a history major.
I don't know if Dave's still here, but if he is, you guys, give me some answers in the chat. At age 40, did Dave Crockett die at the Alamo, become a congressman, or mastermind a bank heist? What do you think he did? Sammy says bank heist.
Oh, I thought he was a good guy.
Well, I think Davy Crockett is one of those historical figures that it depends on what side of the.
He killed him a bar when he was only 3. That's all I know about Davy Crockett.
Davy. All right, let's see here. I'm not getting any other answers in here. Let me check this chat. Live comments. Yeah. Okay. Oops.
You broke it.
I did break it. Come on.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Dang it. Go back up. There it is. Okay. Laura says, bank heist. How else can you be king of the wild frontier? Everybody's saying bank heist.
We don't know very much about David.
You said died at the Alamo?
Yeah.
Everybody's wrong. He was a U.S. congressman.
He was a U.S. congressman? That was my gut.
Indeed, he was a U.S. congressman.
That was my gut. I thought he was a congressman, but I thought, no, I probably should know better.
Okay. Here's one that everybody should know.
Okay.
Which of these movies featured at the time 40-year-old Cameron Diaz? Was it The Mask, The Other Woman, or Being John Malkovich?
How should everybody know this?
Oh wait, Dave, did you answer? I didn't see your answer.
How would I possibly know what movie Cameron Diaz was in at 40 years old? She's got so much damn Botox, she couldn't tell anyway.
Anybody have an idea? 40-year-old Cameron Diaz was in A, The Mask, The Other Woman, or Being John Malkovich? What do you think? Mask. Mask was actually her first movie.
Yeah.
So I don't think that was it.
Young in her first movie.
Yeah. Something About Mary, not an option.
Yeah, I only know her from like Something About Mary.
It's actually a movie I've never seen before.
Wasn't she like a Charlie's Angel or something?
She was originally.
You know, her aunt actually lives near my work, and they've come to my work to get cake once in a while.
Yeah. They're saying The Mask and Being John Malkovich. No, it's a movie I guess none of us have ever seen. The Other Woman. So there you go. Okay. All right. Here we go. This should put a little bit of faith in you. You know, they say Stan Lee made Spider-Man when he was in his 40s. So that should be a little bit of inspiration for those of you who
they think you're too late for
they think you're too late to do something. But there's a man who created some of the most modern pop culture figures in our world right now. Yeah. So at the age of 40, Charles Dickens wrote what? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, The Snowman, or A Christmas Carol?
I'm going to guess A Christmas Carol. Because I don't think Dickens wrote the other two.
Nora did say The Other Woman, so good job. Oh, Sammy said The Other Woman after a while, too.
Sorry if we missed it.
Send them some gum. You guys want some of my Roger Rabbit gum?
I think it would get stopped by Homeland Security for sending some weird foreign unidentifiable product to people.
Okay, baby. So what was your answer?
Charles Dickens?
Yeah, Charles Dickens at 40 years old wrote what?
The Christmas Carol.
Everybody's saying The Christmas Carol, and that is correct.
I love The Christmas Carol. I like the Muppets Christmas Carol a whole lot, and I like Scrooged a whole lot.
Here's one that's a little bit difficult for me because this guy sometimes appears to be kind of ageless in a way.
Okay.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
At 40 years old, what was he filming? Was it Donnie Brasco, The Lone Ranger, or Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl?
Well, I think he's in his 50s now. Like mid-50s. So I'm going to say Curse of the Black Pearl.
Okay. What do you guys say? Donnie Brasco, Lone Rangers, or Pirates of the Caribbean? When Johnny Depp was 40.
I think Lone Ranger was when he was like in his late 40s, because that was like after the first couple Pirates movies. So I'm gonna say Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
And I don't know when Donnie Brasco came out.
I think that was like early 2000s, if not like late 90s. To tell you the truth.
So he was probably in his 30s when that one.
Possibly. You know what his first movie was?
What?
I think it was Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, I think you're right.
I think it was the first Nightmare on Elm Street. But yeah, it was Pirates of the Caribbean. Everybody's guessing pirates. Okay. But yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean was the answer. Okay. At age 40, gangster Al Capone had just done what? He was implicated in his 200th murder, elected mayor of Cicero, Illinois, or released from Alcatraz.
At age 40?
At age 40, Al Capone did which one of these things? He was either implicated of his 200th murder, elected mayor of Cicero, Illinois, or released from Alcatraz?
I want to say it's the first one. No, because he wasn't implicated in murder, was he?
In a roundabout way, my sister and I are related to Al Capone, yes. Yes.
It's a distant. I feel implicated in his 200th murder is what I'm kind of thinking, but I can't remember if he was actually implicated in murder.
Implicated, mayor, Dave says released. Most people are saying either implicated or elected as mayor, but he was released from Alcatraz. I think it's a misconception that a lot of people think he died in Alcatraz because it was inescapable, right? But no, that he was released. You can actually go visit his cell there. Yeah.
That would be cool to go see. I'd like to go see Alcatraz.
Okay, here's my last one. Then you got to start back up.
Oh man. Okay.
Arrange these best-selling books of the last 40 years in the order they were published first, from first to most recent. Was it okay? So put these in order of release: The Da Vinci Code, The Hunger Games, and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. A. Da Vinci Code. B. Hunger Games. C. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. What do you guys think? Let's see here. He was released because he had syphilis. Was basically a babbling idiot, so they gave him compassionate release. Yeah, he was a talker. He was a schmoozer. What do you think, Beth?
I am studying.
You have to answer this question. This isn't for the. I mean, they're allowed to play as well.
Oh, I wasn't listening. Okay, I was trying to pick questions.
This is what happens when you put a rum in her. She becomes useless. Ready?
I'm very useful and adorable. Thank you very much.
Ready?
Also, I'm wearing a flower crown. You know who else wears flower crowns?
Fucking Carol Baskin wears flower crowns.
You're damn right.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Arrange these best-selling books of the past 40 years in order.
Okay.
A. The Da Vinci Code.
Okay.
B. Hunger Games.
Okay.
C. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is first. Da Vinci Code is second, and Hunger Games is third.
I am looking it up here. We've got a couple correct answers here in the chat, but not in this room.
Dang!
Those of you who said ACB is correct. It was Da Vinci Code, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and Hunger Games. Carol Baskin. Sammy, did you saw Tiger King? Fine, yeah. So I saw this mashup. I sent it to my brothers in the chat. I sent it to him the other day. It was a mashup of Tigra from the Thundercats dressed in. He looked like Joe Exotic. It was hilarious. Okay, Gretchen, your turn. Bring it. You know what? Entertain the people real quick. I have to go get more drink.
Okay.
Talk to these people.
Hi, people.
Entertain them.
Okay. At the age of 40, actor Leonardo DiCaprio had recently appeared in A. Rush, B. Fast and Furious 6, or C. The Wolf of Wall Street. So when Leonardo DiCaprio was 40, did he star in Rush, The Fast and the Furious, or The Wolf of Wall Street? Hey guys. Oh my heavens. I'm reading all your stuff. I don't read as fast. I should get while you're in there, will you bring me my glasses so maybe I can read these questions and not look special?
Where are your glasses?
In my handbag?
Which is?
I had to hide it from the rabbit. Never mind, I'll go get it. I don't even know why I tried. Thank you, Sammy. I got this at the Renaissance Fair, not too long before COVID hit, And then we all learned about Carol Baskin, and she made flower crowns look psychotic. But I love it, so I'm going to wear it anyway. And then I'll threaten Tim with it. Be like, you see what I'm wearing? So, thank you. I love it. I want to make a bunch of them and wear them all the time, but then Carol Baskin happened, and so. But I don't know. Oh, what I got? Oh, I'm gonna totally smack him in the face with this when he comes out. I forgot I put it in my hair. Shh! Don't tell on me. Don't get me in trouble. Don't do it.
Did you give them the answer?
No. I was waiting for people to guess. Oh, Taylor guessed.
What was the question?
At 40, Leonardo DiCaprio was in what movie?
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, this one's defect. Oh, it's super broke.
Now it's broke. Go sit back now. Go find your glasses.
Would I feed Tim to a tiger? Probably.
Yeah, she would. She had the option.
I didn't get my glasses.
If it meant she could collect any sort of life insurance, yeah, she would. No doubt about it. Guess what? That $50 of life insurance is going to my sister.
Okay, only 50?
That's all that there is. I cashed the rest of it out so I could buy your life insurance. Isn't that? Can you do that? Is that a thing?
I don't think that's how that works, but okay. Hi, buddy.
At least my sister's happy about the $50. Oh my God! You get Gretchen drinking around Epcot, you're just asking for trouble. She doesn't drink a whole lot, so you guys probably get like 3 countries in, and then you probably have to get her one of those wheelchair, one of those motor scooters.
Ketosis.
Because yeah, that's the thing. The ketosis really kills her
Tolerance.
Her tolerance.
I'm sure K-Ride to say hi.
Okay, so let's try.
All right. Say hi. There he is.
Wait, this isn't the question you read.
No.
You have it?
Somewhere.
Can you give the answer?
I told you it was Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just take the top card.
Okay. All right. I better take you off my life insurance if all I'm getting is a pair of sneakers on sale from yours. That's all I can afford. I'm broke.
You can take care of your sister because clearly we are so screwed.
Yes. Yeah, there you go. Pair of sneakers on sale because of my life insurance. You're welcome. You're welcome.
You could probably
walk high on those shoes.
You could probably like invest in good insoles and then you could switch those around and then the shoes would last longer.
Yes. All right. What else here? Some recent buys. Oh, let me show you these. It's actually
How much was a postage stamp in 1980?
Check out these blue suede wingtips my wife got me for my birthday. Look at these guys.
Those are your favorite shoe brands.
Yeah, Johnson Murphy. Fantastic shoes. Blue suede wingtips. One of these days, I'll get a reason to actually wear these outside of the house.
Wear them in the house.
But
I think it's adorable.
Yeah, I'm wearing them. Nobody can see them. I actually have them on right now. So there's no point in really wearing them right now. But one of these days, I'll actually get to exit the house and like go see people. That would be amazing, right? That's a concept.
Remember doing things.
What a foreign concept. Remember doing things like with other people.
Remember going places
in the world. Not online, but like actual like, maybe even human contact, a high five, a handshake, a fist bump, something.
Even a egad hug.
Yeah, right. Crazy things, man. Crazy things.
We had a friend come into the bakery a few weeks ago, and I'm not going to name names because I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
But Gretchen's like, can I come give you a hug?
But I was
please?
like, can I please come hug you? And they were like, yes. And I I think I made it a little weird because I didn't want to let her go. I was like, I'm not ready to let her go.
So did you have to pay double so that they had to sew 2 shoes together to make one for me? That's what my sister wants to know.
You know, actually,
they run big.
They run big, and I had to pay an extra $30.
So she bought me a pair that would be my typical shoe size, but they ran big, so she had to mail them back to get a smaller size.
And they charged you $30
a stocking fee of like $30. Jeez.
So I paid $30 more for his shoes to fit his ass. But you know, when you have investment pieces like that, you have to like make sure they fit, or you'll have like the rest of your life with shoes that are ridiculously too big. Remember going places and trying shoes on?
That was a fun time.
Sirius says hi.
Okay.
No, I was going to ask you is, do you know how much a postage stamp was in 1980?
Ooh, postage stamp in 1980. Interesting. Postage stamp.
I can still read.
What are they now?
I don't even know. 49 cents, 47
Is
cents.
it?
I don't know. They're like $11 a book.
I can't remember the last time I actually used stamps. I always buy my postage online when I'm printing out.
I use stamps. Because I mail off checks. I like to write checks.
11 cents sounds weak. 20 cents? Where am I? Give me a low or high. Where am I at around 20 cents?
They're 55 cents a stamp now. Okay.
Jeez.
Where are you at around 11 cents?
20 cents.
20 cents? You're a little bit high.
I'm a little bit high at 20 cents. 17 cents? 17 cents. Still high. What do you guys think? 10. Mora says 10 cents. Swan said 17. Swan says Todd said 17. 15 cents. Didn't we just strap a letter to a pigeon's back then? That's what Amanda says.
I love you, Amanda. You crack me up.
I'm going to go... 15 cents sounds right to me. I'm going to say 13 cents. I'm going to say 13 cents.
Is that your answer?
There were 32 cents back in 1998. See, that's the last time I remember the price of a stamp, Greg. That really is the last time.
I remember when they were 25 cents a stamp because I used to collect stamps. I was a huge nerd, but I collected stamps. My mom and I did it together. And the dinosaur stamps were 25 cents each, and those were like my pride and joy. And they're in a book somewhere at my stepfather's house. But like,
I'm gonna say 13 cents.
13 cents?
Yeah, 13 cents.
That it would be incorrect.
Okay, thank you. So everybody's kind of all over the board here. They got 15, 13.
In 1980, the U.S. postage stamp was 15 cents.
So that I almost said you heard me say that.
And you just
I skirted it. Yes. Gosh. Okay.
What was minimum wage?
In 1980?
In 1980. What was minimum wage?
Shoot. Well, when
it didn't go up too fast because when I started working at 15, it was like $4.25 an hour.
Yeah, I remember mine being like $5. Like, and I think I got paid a little bit over minimum wage.
I got paid at McDonald's at like 15 years old, and it was $4.25
an hour. So in
1980.
In 1980, minimum wage was what? I remember in 1996, I was getting $5, and I was getting just over minimum wage. So in 1980, I don't think it probably had progressed all that much. I'm gonna say $3.75. No, that seems a little high still. $3.25. I'm gonna say $3.25. Billy Burke's in the house. What's up, Billy? Okay.
Billy has majestic hair.
So Sammy says $4. Billy says $3.75, and that's what I said. But I think that's a little high still. I'm going to say $3.25. Mora says $3. $3.25 is my answer. I'm going to go with that. It's kind of everybody's kind of all in that $3 range here. So
minimum wage was $3.10.
Oh, we were just right there, Mora. You and me, right in between there. You said $3. I said $3.25. Okay. So, at age 40, Sir Winston Churchill did what? Did he win the Nobel Peace Prize, become Secretary of State for War, or resign for the government to serve in the army? At age 40, Winston Churchill won the Nobel Peace Prize, became Secretary of State for War, or resigned from government altogether in order to join the army.
What was A?
Nobel Peace Prize, Secretary of State for War, or quit government and join the army.
I want to say it was Secretary of State for War.
The card's wrong. Sammy says the card was wrong. For what? For minimum wage? I think it was an approximate number, right?
Do you mean to tell me that Three Oak Publishing, proudly made in the USA, printed an error in this fine piece of literature?
What was the price, Sammy?
Surely you jest.
Anyone British? Kristen says resign from government. Taylor says Secretary of War.
That's what I say.
Oh, Sammy says that the card was wrong, that it was $4.
Well, Sammy, you can write your complaint to 3oakpublishing.com.
You let them know. 3oakpublishing.com. You let them know that they were wrong.
They were wrong.
You call them out on that.
It's on. It's featured on page 12 of their 1980 book. So when you write that email, you can reference that page number.
So at age 40, Winston Churchill did what? What did you think he did?
He's Secretary of War, whatever.
He actually quit government and joined the army.
At 40?
At 40.
Wow.
Yes. I think that's why people love that guy so much. He was apparently pretty amazing.
You know what? I read a lot of books about Queen Elizabeth and her interactions with Winston Churchill, and he was such a smug asshole to her. But I like him. I like him because he was kind of a dick.
According to Doctor Who lore, by the way, got a lot of Winston Churchill got a lot of his props from the Doctor himself.
Yep.
Who in turn was in cahoots with the Queen.
He was a valued cohort.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, give me what you got.
So, popular music of 1980.
Popular music of 1980. I know nothing about this.
First, there's no list. There's no classifications.
Okay.
It's just a list.
Okay.
No particular order.
Oh, okay. No guessing.
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers in 1980. I don't know a lot of his music.
Lady.
Oh, did he write that song?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that. Is he singing? Does he sing?
Not lady.
No.
It's lady.
Yeah, he's singing that?
That's Kenny.
I thought that was like a Doobie Brothers song.
Oh, so let me tell you a story about Kenny Rogers. I love Kenny Rogers. May he ever rest in peace. But there was this club, and Todd and Swan knew who I'm talking about, in St. Louis, Missouri. They had Kenny Rogers on black velvet that hung on the wall. And I always joked that I was going to steal that bitch because I wanted it so bad. I love, like, at my stepdad's house, I have a painting of Elvis on black velvet.
It was one of those you could hold the black light to it and it would like
It's
be different
amazing.
colors.
I love that crap. So anyway, they had Kenny Rogers. It had the feathered silver hair. It had the smooth beard. It was beautiful.
It was a side profile.
It was like a 3/4 profile.
Yeah.
So I was threatened to steal it. Never actually intended to steal it, but I would always threaten to steal it. And then one day it was gone. Apparently somebody tried to steal it.
Yeah, they took it off the wall because somebody actually tried to steal it off the wall. So there you go.
Another popular song in 1980?
Yes.
From Blondie?
Okay.
Call Me.
Oh, wasn't that their first hit? Or was that 78?
I think their first hit was in the 70s. I think
Yeah.
they were pre-80s. They were 70s punk.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Dig it. Debbie Harry.
So you got Diana Ross.
Doing what? I know nothing.
Upside down. Boy, turn me.
I don't know any of her solo stuff.
Down. I have a lot of like records of like Motown.
You do.
I love Motown on vinyl.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd.
That would be the Wall era.
That's another another brick in the
Another
wall.
brick in the wall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Queen. There's a couple Queen ones on here.
1980. Was that when A Night at the Opera came out, or was that later? What was the song?
Doesn't give you years. This is 1980.
Yeah.
You have Crazy Little Thing Called Love.
Okay.
And also Another One Bites the Dust.
Okay. See, the problem with that is I listened to their catalog all at one time, their whole catalog all at one time. So I can't.
Yeah, we were like baptized in the freaking pool of Queen.
Yeah.
So it all flooded us so quickly that it's kind of hard to differentiate the eras in which things came out.
Wait, what song was the theme song for American Gigolo with Richard Gere? Which one did you just recently name?
Was it Kenny Rogers?
Was it the Kenny Rogers one? That was the theme song for American Gigolo?
I never saw American Gigolo. I think it was.
I think I can name 3 actual Richard Gere movies that I saw. What was the one where he like lifted the girl up? He was in the soldier uniform.
Oh, Officer and Gentleman.
I didn't even know the name of that one, but there you go.
And then there's Pretty Woman.
Oh, I did see Pretty Woman. I think everybody's seen that.
Yeah, but I wasn't looking at Richard Gere. I was looking at Julia Roberts. She's so beautiful.
Oh, Call Me was the theme.
Oh, thank
Blondie.
you.
Blondie. Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Another one is Michael Jackson's "Rock with You."
Yes. Wow.
Because that was from Off the Wall.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was his first one.
That was his first.
His first solo album. Yeah.
After leaving the Jackson 5. And then Olivia Newton-John. My Uncle Chris had a huge crush on her.
Olivia Newton-John. This is pre.
Have to believe we are magic.
Was this before or after she was an actress?
Like, I think she was an actress.
Is this pre-Grease? Is 80 pre-Grease?
1980. I think Grease came out in like
78.
78.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. Can't say I ever really cared for her music. So. What was the one with the bodybuilders? That's the only video I ever remember because it was all over MTV and VH1. Let's Get Physical. That's right.
I was in school, in high school. I sat behind this girl named Melissa, and we used to sing that song all the time because it was so stupid. And we had this teacher that looked like she would be like one of those clumsy, like girls working in the gym, like getting all like salty and thirsty over the hot guys. She looked like she would be in there, so we always be like, "It took you to an intimate restaurant."
You know what the first music video I ever saw was? And it was before I even knew who the Beatles were. It was George Harrison.
I got my mind
set on you. And it was weird because he was sitting in this throne. Like he was in this den. He was sitting in this throne.
That was the best video.
And it had these taxidermied heads on the wall.
Like the warthog.
But yeah, and it would like sing along with the song. And I was like, what is this sort of thing? It's like, I didn't know what a music video was.
Remember my mom, because I was like digging on that song, and my mom was like, "Oh, it's George Harrison." I'm like, who the hell is George Harrison? She's like, "He's a Beatle." I'm like, the fuck are the Beatles? Like, I was a kid, I didn't know any better.
Greg says Kenny Rogers did the Caddyshack theme.
That would be isn't that Holiday Road with fucking Lindsey Buckingham?
No, that's the
that's Vacation.
Vacation. That's the Vacation movie. No, Caddyshack, the golf movie.
Oh, I never seen it.
Kenny Rogers did that that was in 80 as well, apparently. So there you go. I grew up with MTV before it stopped becoming like real MTV.
Yeah, but I can only watch MTV like once in a while.
I can only watch MTV while my grandma was napping.
I could only watch MTV at my grandma's house.
Yeah, only while she was napping. And then, even then, I had no idea what I was really watching.
Well, I could watch it whenever I wanted to. I just, like, didn't have... My grandma had a pool. I was out in her pool.
Right.
All right, popular TV shows.
Oh, popular TV shows, 1980. Okay.
Yep. We got Dallas.
All right, yeah.
We got Dukes of Hazzard.
Okay.
60 Minutes.
Okay.
MASH.
News doesn't count.
It's on the list.
MASH? That's one show I never got into was MASH.
Love Boat.
I think I've seen less than a handful of Love Boat episodes.
I liked Fantasy Island much better.
So did I.
The Jeffersons.
Okay.
Alice? Wasn't that
Alice.
the Brady Bunch spinoff?
Wasn't
it like the Maid and the Brady Bunch? bunch.
Or was it the lady who was the waitress?
Oh, it's the waitress one.
The waitress one, right?
There's House Calls. I don't know that.
I don't know that one.
There's Three's Company. Come on, knock on our door.
John Ritter.
Knock on our door.
Good old
We
John
waited
Ritter.
for you. We were waiting for you.
Talk about a guy who like
John Ritter
did
rest in
things
peace.
with his career. You know what I'm saying? John Ritter. He was around for a long time.
He was endearing in everything he did. And then the final one was Little House on the Prairie. Little House on the Prairie is how I knew the cartoons
It bored
were
me
over.
so much.
The cartoons were over.
When I would come home from school, it would be on television, and it would be like I'd have to sit through that to wait for like the good cartoons to actually come on television. At age 40, Vincent van Gogh. You ready for this? Vincent van Gogh did what? He cut off his ear, painted a vase with 12 sunflowers, or he was already dead.
You know what's funny about Vincent van Gogh?
Nothing.
No. So when I was in school, is my mom still on here? Mama, you still on here?
Yeah, she's still here.
You remember this, okay? So when I was in like elementary school.
Oh, Dave says the theme for Caddyshack was done by Kenny Loggins. You are correct.
Not Kenny Rogers.
I recognize that song, yes.
Anyway, so when I was in like elementary school, I think it was Iveland. You could rent like in the library, like you could borrow books from the library. You could also borrow artwork.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I used to bring home Vincent van Gogh's Sunflowers every week, and we hung it in our living room for probably like 3 or 4 months. I brought that home every week because I just loved it so much.
Is it still at the St. Louis Art Gallery?
Well, this was a reprint of it. It wasn't the original, but it was like a reprint, but it was in a nice frame and everything like that. And I used to be able to borrow it from school.
Right, yeah. Obviously, you weren't bringing the real sunflowers home.
I would borrow, but it was in a nice frame, and it was a nice replica.
Sure.
But I used to bring it home all the time to just hang in the living room. And my mom was always like, oh, "Okay, we'll put it in the living room." Let me know if she responds or remembers that.
Once again, nothing is funny about Vincent van Gogh. It was just a funny story about. It was an anecdote. It was an anecdote about a Vincent van Gogh painting.
Sirius says
because
it's very important.
There is truly nothing funny about Vincent van Gogh. But let me recap here. Vincent van Gogh at age 40. What did he do? Did he cut off his ear?
Say he painted sunflowers.
Cut off his ear. Vase with 12 sunflowers, or was already dead. What do we think?
At 40, he might already been dead.
What's going on, guys? Is he in Funk Comics? Anybody? Don't look it up. Don't Google it.
Oh, yeah, they're totally Googling it.
Just give me your shotgun answer. Just shoot it out there. Vincent van Gogh. Did he cut off, at age 40, cut off his ear, paint vase with 12 sunflowers, or was he already dead? Man Price says he did a great Doctor Who episode.
Yes, he did. That was a great episode.
First one to answer correctly is Maura. He was dead at age 40.
I was going to say, he probably is already dead.
Yes. Here we go for the Disney fans. Ready, Beb?
Yep.
At age 40, Walt Disney premiered the first animated feature film. What was the title? Gretchen's not allowed to answer because she already knows this. But you guys, first animated feature by Walt Disney was what? Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, or Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
Sirius wants to answer.
What does Sirius want to say?
Sirius wants to answer.
What does he want to say?
He wants to say, it took place in Germany.
It took place in Germany, correct. That is a correct answer. It's a hint. That's a hint. Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, or Snow White? What do you guys think? Everybody is saying...
It took place in the Black Forest of Germany.
Oh, sorry, Alex, I didn't get your answer in there, but yes, he was dead. Vincent van Gogh was dead. And yes, Snow White does take place in Germany, and that is the correct answer. It's actually a fascinating process on how they animated that. To get the dancing structure and everything down, they traced a woman
doing
the steps. It was incredible. It was ahead of its time, you know.
It was Brilliant.
tracing cell by cell of they filmed a woman dancing and movement to get the structure of human anatomy
And
down,
they just took it
and then they just frame by frame and just sketched over her. It's incredible. Let's see here. Bob Hope. Complete this Bob Hope quote. He says, she said she was approaching 40, and I couldn't help wondering, A, if she meant years or drinks,
Oh.
B, how long she had been saying it, or C, from which direction. She said she was approaching 40, and I couldn't help wondering if she meant drinks. She said she was approaching 40, and I couldn't help wondering how long she had been saying it. And she said she was approaching 40, and I couldn't help wondering from what direction.
Dang, that sounds like a Bob Hope. I'm going to go with C.
Going with C?
That sounds like some asshole shit Bob Hope would say.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think? She said she was approaching 40, and I couldn't help wondering if she meant years or drinks, if she meant how long she had been saying it, or if she meant from which direction. I couldn't help wondering if she meant from which direction. What do we think?
How did you approach it from backwards?
C. A, C?
I'm going to say C because that sounds like some asshole shit Bob Hope would say, but I don't understand it.
Kristen says, who the hell is Bob Hope? You're rejected. You're done. You're out of here. Out of here. Who's Bob Hope?
Who's Bob Hope?
Yes.
You bring dishonor on our family.
Dishonor!
You bring dishonor on your cow.
I'll wait a couple more seconds. If you guys want to just take a stab, A, B, or C, just take a stab at it. You don't know. You could be correct. What do you say, Dave?
So this book has these pictures in it. I'm going to show you. There's one with Michael Landon. Remember Michael Landon?
Oh, Michael Landon, Highway to Heaven. Michael Landon was on I used to live with my grandma, and he was on the TV all the time.
I used to watch movies with him and TV shows with him.
He did Little House on the Prairie. That was his thing. And then he did Highway to Heaven. And I think that's the only two things I ever saw Michael Landon in.
Here, but look at this. So you see how this is like, it's laid out like...
Yeah, it's laid out like a magazine, not like any real structure to it. Who was it he was saying it about? Who was it he was saying it about? It doesn't say who. Yeah, yeah. I don't have any peripheral information. But everybody probably feels Diller is what your mom says. That's funny.
That's probably true.
But yes, the majority of the answers were C, and that is correct. Gretchen got it correct as well.
I told you some asshole shit Bob would say.
All right. Let's see here. At age 40, how many years away from being elected president was John F. Kennedy? At age 40, how many years away from being elected president was John F. Kennedy? 3 years away, 7 years away, or 11 years away? Is he still the youngest president?
I think he was the youngest elected president.
Is he still I think he's still the youngest elected president.
What's the answers again?
How many years away from the age of 40 was he when he was elected president? Was it 3, 7, or 11?
I want to say it's B. I think he was 47 when he was elected.
Well, like seriously. Kristen, Bob Hope was a famous comedian back in the heyday of the generation before us, I think, or 2 generations before us.
He was probably like really famous with like our grandparents.
He was a
little old for our parents, but he was more like our...
I think it's more around the Sinatra era.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
He's up there with like Lucille Ball and those kinds of people.
Is Bill Clinton the youngest president after Kennedy? I don't know. I did not have that answer. JFK, youngest elected, not youngest to serve. Gotcha. Okay. Wait, youngest elected, not youngest to serve. So he was a certain age when he was elected, but by the time he got into office, he wasn't the youngest anymore. I got you. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Bye, Todd.
Bye,
Todd.
Todd. Okay. He's starting to pick at me.
Okay. No. What's the? Give me clarification here. Give me clarification, David. Not quite. Okay. All right. Use your words. Spit them to me.
I'm getting a drink too.
All right. Go put the rabbit away.
Sirius wants to go to the bathroom, so he's
Bye.
got to go to his litter box. He's getting antsy. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Say bye.
See how dark it got here? He sucks the light. He's like a black hole.
This is my little evil ball of fluff doom. Fluff doom, I say.
I could tell it got quiet for a second. I could tell David's typing the proper information. But
thank God we got teachers online.
I know, right? Okay, so how many years away was he from being elected as president? No, I'm sorry. How many years away was he from 40 when he was elected as president? Was that 3 years, 7 years, or 11 years? Teddy Roosevelt became president when McKinley was assassinated. He was the youngest to serve, but became president because of McKinley's death. Got you. Okay, got you. Bye, Tweeta. Thank you. Got you. Okay, so everybody, spit out your answers. How old was he? How far away from 40 was he when he was elected president? It says elected president, but he said he became president because of McKinley. Three, 7. Any final answers? Mora's sticking with 3. She's put that out there a couple times now. The answer is 3. The answer is 3 years. He was, I guess, 43.
How old was he?
I'm going to say 43. Let's see here. Oh, this is I'm going to skip this one, but I had no idea that Steve McQueen turned down the role to be Dirty Harry. Can you believe that? That's interesting. That's an interesting one. I didn't know that. He turned that role down when he was 40. At about the age of 40. At the age of about 40, because he died, right? Didn't he die around 40?
Who?
Steve McQueen?
I don't know.
I don't know. All right. So let's see here. Speaking of Twilight Zone, look at this old guy right here. Old Twilight Zone comics. I love it. They're hard to find in good condition. These Whitman issues, just back in the day. Oh my God, are you serious? I've made sure you haven't picked any up off the floor. Where did they come from? You're so bad at this.
I mean, they come in a 10-pack.
Where'd you get them? Wait, a 10-pack? There's only 6 on the floor. You got 4 more. Anyway, the Twilight Zone comics. These aren't as fun as the actual TV show. These are more of a weird sci-fi story, if you will. But one thing that I've grown an appreciation for is these old Walt Disney comics. Look at it. Who would have thought Huey, Dewey, and Louie had their own comic books? The Junior Woodchucks. This is from 1976. I get these for, I don't know if you can read that. It might be too bright. $3. $3 I get these old comics.
I want to get to meet Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
And look at their color schemes. It is not what we know today thanks to DuckTales. Look at these shirts, these striped shirts and stuff.
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, razors, the sun. It's
Here's another one. DC was really good for these weird titles back in the day. They had a line called DC Unexpected. And, God, this thing actually smells bad. It smells like old comics, but some
people like
I know. I don't get that.
I don't get the book smell.
Some people love these.
They always
the smell
smell
of
like
these.
Grandpa's basement. And
Also,
like so thick.
Another thing, if you look nowadays that you won't see anymore, that was a huge thing back in the day, was the Comics Code of Authority. When this seal was on a comic, it meant that there was no cussing, there was no nudity, there was no excessive violence, a bunch of blood, anything like that. It was almost like the Motion Picture Association for like PG movies, if you will. But Marvel went ahead without these guys and started changing the landscape of how comics are done, because that's how I think a lot of that stuff translates to movies nowadays. Is they putting more is excessively unrealistic that comics can be. They're putting more realism into it. You know, you can't shoot a guy and not have blood. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So that's one thing you don't see on comics anymore. Is comic code of the comics approved by the Comics Code Authority. That's a stamp of a bygone age right there. Which is kind of sad as well. The Burgess Meredith episode is my all-time favorite. Twilight Zone episode, Time Enough at Last. I heard you mention it earlier. Yes, yes. Are you talking on Instagram?
I'm talking to Skylar. She thought we were done, and I said, no, we're actually still on.
Oh.
She said I was on there and then it stopped, so I thought it was over.
We had a large drop-off, so I wonder if the internet did a weird thing, if YouTube did a weird thing. We had 15, and then all of a sudden we're down to 7, which is fine. I appreciate you guys hanging with us still, though. Just do me a favor and say bye before you go, because I want to know who's here and who's leaving. I want to say bye to you and thank you for having stopped by and hung out with us. Another Whitman issue. Dr. Spectre. I don't know anything about this comic. When I saw it, it was just the cover that got me. I was like, that looks like a creepy book. I think I'm going to pick that up and see what that's about. For $3, I think I could spare that. Let's see here. What else have I picked up recently? Oh, Uncle Scrooge. Look at the 12. That's a 12-cent cover right there. Look at the size of this book compared to the typical comic. Well,
it's huge.
It's got a whole extra, and that's the thing with these. This is probably a Silver Age comic. This is 1963. I don't know if you can see that. I think that was the year after my mom was born, believe it or not. So that's how old that is. Skylar came back. Skylar, I don't know what happened. We got a large drop off all of a sudden. I don't know if YouTube bombed out or what, but thanks for coming back. Going in and out. Just got done with dinner. Awesome. Did you guys go for a big joyride in your brand new car? It's always exciting buying a brand new car. I was just showing off some of the latest books that I had gotten a hold of. Oh, Dave, I wanted to show you right here. In this box right here, I have these Forces of Destiny books that I still have to send you, but I've got them. I've got them in this big envelope right here for you.
That's a step in the right direction.
That's a step in the right direction.
Who knows what's going to happen?
The move actually going to the mail office is the post office is a big step for us. We have one of those joint mailboxes where like the whole community has to go to one central location and empty and get our boxes, but the outgoing mail is only enough for like the little envelopes, the little slips. So actually anything other than that, I have to actually go to the mail office and pay for postage and stuff. So it takes moments. It takes minutes.
It takes minutes.
It takes time. Oh, hey, long time no see. Welcome back. Thank you. Glad you guys mentioned it was still going on. Yeah, I don't know what happened. But thank you for coming back. I do appreciate it.
It's weird, man.
Let's see here. Do you have Scrooge first appearance comic? No, I don't. I actually have Chippendale's first appearance. I have that. So here it is, right here. I have it sitting aside because I need to go get it pressed and graded. But this is Chippendale's first appearance right here, 1947. This comic is from. So I need to go get that checked out. Once again, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, they're all wearing the same colors here, but they're all striped shirts. But yeah, I need to go get this graded and everything like that. But no, Scrooge was made by Carl Barks back in the 1950s, I think. But that comic is a few $1,000s, and that's not in my budget at all. And actually, this first appearance of Chippendale, I mean, this is a solid 4.0 maybe. And I got this on an auction at like 3 o'clock in the morning on eBay that nobody was paying attention to. So nobody's looking for the first appearance of Chippendale except for me. So that's why I got this for like dirt cheap. But yeah, when it comes to characters like Chippendale, Donald Duck, stuff like that, people are always looking for the first appearances. So you're not really going to get those for very cheap at all. But yeah, I wish I had something like that. Kind of like the Turtles in red originally. Yes, yeah. The original Ninja Turtles comic. Outside of being in black and white, when they were finally in color, all of the turtle masks were solid red.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they weren't individually colored. The individual colors didn't actually happen until the cartoon. Yeah, so that they could help the kids identify. And if you notice on their belt, they also had like the first letter of their name in the belt.
Well,
so,
I know when I play our Ninja Turtles arcade game, I have to make sure you and I are not close to being the same color.
So we can't be Leonardo and Donatello together when we play our Turtles game, our arcade game, because of my color blindness, I get them confused too easily. So I either have to be Michelangelo or Raphael, something very contrasting to the purple that she always has to play.
I'm always purple.
Yeah.
I remember we got that game and somebody said they had dibs on that character, and I was like, well, if he's purple, then you're shit out of luck, because that's my color.
All right, we're running on a couple hours here. We're gonna do a couple more trivia. I'll show you a couple more of the comics that I got recently as well. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight as we.
This is wonderful. You know, I mean, it couldn't make it look like we'd like to, but at least we made it. You know, so
this
your
is.
Friends can come say you.
My birthday yesterday was. I enjoyed my birthday yesterday. It was super chill. It was really calm. I ended up doing a lot of online gaming with my buddy Todd, who was in the chat earlier today. We played Star Wars Battlefront on PS4 every Tuesday night. He and I do, and so that was a good birthday for me. I enjoyed doing that. But I thought with the Wednesday night live stream that we'd like to do, why not get people together? Really invite people to just come and hang out and like really celebrate the birthday.
Yeah.
And just really engage with people that I don't typically get to see one-on-one. So the fact that you guys have been sticking around for this long, it really does mean a lot to me. I was kind of a little bit melancholy today,
Feel a little
melancholy.
Yeah.
But you guys really livened up my evening, and I truly do appreciate that. So thank you guys. And I even went out and I got some decorations and trying to make the best of it. Right? Yes. Oh my God! What the? I thought you were coming over to the camera. Go sit down. I swear to God, you pull out another one, I'm kicking you out of the room.
I think that was my last.
What the hell?
You're in luck. That was my last one.
Oh, I'm sure it was. Okay. Are you ready? This is true or false. Simple enough. All right. You go away. You better not pull out another one.
I'm just reading my sister's comments because she's saying Gretchen rules and Tim sucks.
Let's see here. Definitely livened my day for sure. Keep getting him, Gretchen. Haha. No, don't encourage this behavior.
I wish they had the horns on them, but they come in packs of 10.
So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, you can't have that one. Get away. You can't have that one. Go sit down.
I think.
Empty your pockets right now.
No. They're my pockets. Do you have a warrant?
Do I have a warrant?
I know my rights.
Okay, let's true or false. Ready for this? True or false?
Yep.
Simple enough.
True or false?
Guys in the chat, just write true or false. 1 of the 2.
Okay.
You can only be president of Germany if you are age 40 or older. You can only be the president of Germany.
That sounds like some German law. That sounds about right.
You can only be president if you're 40 or older.
That That sounds accurate. I'm gonna say true.
Let's see here. Maura says, this was fun, but I got to call it a night. Happy birthday. Thank
Bye,
you.
Maura.
Bye, Maura. Hey, Max showed up. Max, where the frick have you been all night? Finally showed up. What's going on? Skylar says it's true. Maura says it's true. Max says it's true. Okay. Everybody's saying true. You can only be president of Germany if you're 40
That sounds
or
like
older.
a German law. I'm gonna say true.
It is true. It is true. That sounds about right.
That's about right.
That's about right. Oh, Alex says false. President in Germany. Germany has presidents? Right. I thought they had like prime ministers or some European crap like that, right? But president of Germany, that's the thing. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that? You're plotting some crap.
Well, I'm always plotting some crap. But actually, I just sat down for too long, so I had to stand up.
Okay. All right.
Oh, look, you can stick your hand in my little, pouch. There's nothing.
Because you took them out, right?
Well, of course I did.
All right, here you go, baby. Ready?
Okay, yeah.
Which of these people published their first cookbook called Entertaining at the age of 40? Was it, forgive me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, Nigella Lawson?
Nigella Lawson? Okay.
Gordon Ramsay or Martha Stewart?
What was the question again?
At the age of 40, which one of these people published their first cookbook called Entertainment?
First cookbook called Entertainment?
First cookbook called Entertainment at age 40. One of these people, Nigella Lawson, Gordon Ramsay, or Martha Stewart?
That sounds like a Martha Stewart title.
What do you guys think?
I'm saying it's Martha. Max says Martha.
Skylar, Kristen
Sky
says Martha.
That just sounds like some Martha Stewart. It's just my entertainment book.
That would be correct.
It's a good thing.
That would be correct. It is Martha.
Although I
Martha.
love Martha. I will always love Martha.
Okay.
So
Good deal.
I don't hate on her.
Good deal. All right. Oh,
Alyssa says Martha because Alyssa's a smart cookie.
I don't think
she's one of my little minion girls, and I love her to death.
Okay. Here we go. Action movie actors. Ready?
Yep.
Which action hero first found fame at the age of 40 when they played the character Casey Ryback? Was it Steven Seagal, Jean-Claude Van Damme, or Bruce Lee? At the age of 40, they first found fame by playing a character named Casey Ryback. Steven Seagal, Jean-Claude Van Damme, or Bruce Lee?
I've never seen a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie before.
Dave says Seagal. Okay.
Where's Swanee? Is she on here anymore? Swanee would know.
She would know if it's a Seagal movie. B, this says Jean-Claude. Okay. Seagal. No clue. Yeah, I had no clue either.
Me either, Skylar. I don't watch those movies. I don't like violence.
But the majority is correct. It is
Seagal?
Steven Seagal. It is. Casey Ryback. I don't know. Was that an ongoing character throughout his movies? All of a sudden, Seagal movies went from being blockbuster hits to being direct to DVD to
Kinda
being
like Nick Cage.
To being strictly on Netflix.
Kind of like Nick Cage.
Yes. Can you believe that Nick Cage was one time the highest paid Hollywood actor at $20 million a movie? And now he's doing stuff that none of us have ever seen before.
But apparently he's going to play Joe Exotic in a Tiger King thing.
So, okay. So it wasn't an ongoing character. Okay. Gotcha.
I don't know.
All right. Let's see here. So I picked up these $3 packs full of comics. Now, when I was a kid, going to the Quick Trip gas station, you would find these packs of comics. It would be 3 amazing comics for $5 or $2 or something like that.
You used to come to the gas station I worked at when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Back when you could sell beer and alcohol at 17 years old.
So let's see I picked these up because this guy at the flea market was closing his little booth, and I think he had just piled these together, not really paying attention to what they were. He just needed to get rid of the stock.
Right.
So I bought a couple of these, and I want to see what's in them. Now, this is not a Dark Knight Returns. This is a different comic with an homage to the Dark Knight Returns cover, but we're gonna. How? I use masking tape. What the?
It's packing tape.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get scissors.
I can go get you scissors.
You go get me
I'll go
scissors?
get you scissors.
Look at look at the packaging.
You
and
get
all
what you pay for.
I mean, they did not want these comics stolen, apparently.
You're not stealing those dollars.
So I got a handful of these. So let's see what's in these. Oh, I got a couple more comics. This is from '74. This Donald and Daisy one, this Disney comic, and then here's another Chippendale. This is from '77. But it was so their first appearance was in '47, but it wasn't until the '60s that they actually got their own title. And so I've slowly been collecting these from Gold Key. Gold Key and for what was it, Charlton Comics or something like that. Disney started bouncing their properties around these independent comic companies for a while. But let's see here. These are all going to get bagged and boarded anyway, so I don't mind destroying the packaging that they're in. All right. This Harbinger homage comic. Looks like this might be a bunch of Valiant comics. Shadow Man. I have like 8 copies of this. This is one of those comics that was in those bags that I was telling you about at the gas station. This was always like a filler comic. I have so many of those. So let's flip it over. Cage. This is Luke Cage from the Netflix series. I never really got into these, but this is probably one of the most 80s comics that was out there at the time. Kickers. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what this is either. I've never seen this before. Marvel's New Universe. I think they were trying to introduce new characters at the time. Another Valiant comic, hardcore, kind of a Harbinger. Valiant. These are all like Valiant comics. Now, you're not really going to find any Valiant comics worth much of anything nowadays, unless it's going to be like the Archer and Armstrong, or was it? I think it was the Archer and Armstrong issue that had the first appearance of Hellboy ever. It was like a cameo appearance. Let's see here. Are you serious? Don't sit down and look at me like, oh, see you, Dave. Sorry if I missed you if you're already gone.
Bye, Dave.
Did they really have a quick trip? Did they really have? Is that a serious question? Did they really have a quick trip back then? My sister asked that. Right,
we used to leave your ass at it all the time.
Yeah. Hey, you remember when we used to go for car rides and I used to ditch your ass at the gas station and leave? Remember where we left you? Yeah.
In St. Louis, that wasn't dangerous at all.
Remember where we left you? Legend of S.H.I.E.L.D., not to be confused with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the Marvel things. Oh, hey, look, it's a Detective Comics. That's something that I would appreciate having. This is Epic Comics. This is a filler comic, but this cover itself really stands out. It's embossed. I don't know if you can. I bet you if I flip the cover over, you can see the indents. You see it right there? It's an embossed cover. I have no idea what this is. It's probably worth nothing.
Thank you, Dave. I love this hoodie. My cousin Audrey has the same one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm reading.
Evangeline, don't know that. X-Mutants, amazing comics. Price of $1.80. What a weird price. This is stuff I've never seen before, ever. Back to the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay. That was a bunch of randomness. Okay. My third one here. Image Comics used to rule the 90s with this stuff, the Stormwatch stuff. Hey, look, a Superman comic. Okay.
I don't like Superman. There, said it.
Yeah, Gretchen thinks Superman is too goody-goody, too much.
He's a damn Boy Scout. Nobody likes
he's too on the nose of what a typical superhero is. He's too kind of basic, if you will.
Too goody-goody.
Peace, Dave.
Bye, Dave.
Okay, Stormwatch #1. Okay. I like that. It's actually in pretty good shape. It's not It's okay. But back in the day, 1992, Jim Lee, he runs DC Comics now. This is a guy from my hometown. He got rejected dozens of times from the major players, and now he's ruling one of them.
That's why you never give up.
That's why you never give up. Never give up. Mystery Quarterly. I dig the play on words here. Mystery. A complete mystery thriller. Okay. Freaks. This is back when the cool titles that had like a KS in it had to have the X. But then Marvel started suing. Marvel started suing because of their X titles.
Right.
You couldn't have X as a major player in the title anymore because Marvel kind of copywrote the whole X thing as far as titles go. This is weird. Baby, come feel this. Oh, I think this is a glow-in-the-dark cover.
Do I need to feel your magazine?
Feel it.
Oh, it's glow-in-the-dark.
It's glow-in-the-dark.
Yeah, it's...
You can't
It's
tell,
like
but there's like things right here. It's a rough texture.
All right, I'm going to go in the bathroom.
Okay, go see if it'll glow in the dark.
All right, hold on. Do you remember when we had to charge it up with the light? We had to
Yeah.
supercharge it, right?
Yeah.
Is that still a thing? Charge it up. Ah! Okay.
And then
Oh, look. Can you see?
oh, it does kind of glow. It still holds up. Okay.
I guess we can't show them. But
Yeah, I can't I don't know. We could turn off all the lights, but I don't think it would
Yeah,
matter. The camera won't pick that up.
So basically everything that's white glows, but it's that weird green glow from the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fun. Did you have the stars on your ceiling?
I think I.
That only glowed like the one time and then they never glowed again?
I feel like that was a thing, right? That was a thing like most kids had in the 80s when they were super little.
I'm sure. I mean, I had them up until I was like 20.
And then this All-Star Superman, I know for a fact, was a promo edition, won the Man of Steel.
Thank you, Skylar. Superman's stupid.
I don't think he's stupid, but I don't have a use for him myself. But this was a promo that was given away sometimes at the movie theaters for the Man of Steel movie. As you can see, it says free right there. So that's a majority of what I got. I could not pick this up. This was $2, but this actually, so I have my other version graded. And I tried showing my brother about this, but one of my favorite characters of all time is a character called Cable. And this magazine kind of flies under the radar because it has a preview of the character before he appeared anywhere else. So because this is kind of a magazine and not a comic book, it doesn't count so much as his first appearance. But it is in here somewhere. Yeah. There he is right there. Not quite looking like he does. This is kind of a prototype. So that's Cable right there. Not quite looking like he really does. But technically this book is his first appearance. But like I said, it flies under a bunch of radars and nobody really cares about it. But hey, you know what? That's my favorite character, so I have it.
You get whatever you want.
Right.
It's your life.
So that about does it for tonight. We did a bunch of trivia, showed off a bunch of my recent acquirements, and so that was a good. How long have we been going? What does it say? 2 hours 18 minutes. Oh, you had to bring out one last one, didn't you? You know what? You blew my sash off.
That's because I used to be a singer. I have a very strong diaphragm.
So tomorrow morning, I want you guys to check in on Gretchen.
She is not going to be okay.
Check in on Gretchen and see if she's grumpy tomorrow. Because I plan on getting up in the middle of the night and just whapping her in the face with one of these right here. One of these, okay? Just right in her eyeball while she's sleeping. I'm just gonna go right in her freaking face. So you check on her and see how much sleep she got last night, tomorrow, and see if she's okay.
Happy birthday, darling.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Really do appreciate it.
It made it. I hope that it made your birthday
It did.
special.
It did. A lot of people came to hang out tonight. I really do appreciate it. You guys have been fantastic. But it's getting late, so we're gonna go wind down and
Have some snacks.
have some snacks.
Go to sleep.
Maybe a little bit more booze. You know? But anyway, yeah. Thanks for hanging out, guys. And we're gonna get out of here. Let me hit the. Okay. All right. We will talk to you guys soon. And one thing we didn't mention was we got our Monday thing.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do our video live.
We're gonna do our Monday video that typically comes out, every week. It's going to be a live one this week. We're gonna do Korean taste testing. The like the Japanese treats that we did last time. Korean snacks. We're gonna do that live on Monday. So yeah. So we'll be posting about that, and we'll connect with all you guys again. Okay. So
take care of yourself.
Bye, guys.
Bye.